Recently, I've been rereading a book by Perry Stone. It's entitled The Meal That Heals, Receiving Your Healing Through Daily Communion. And I don't know if you're one that takes daily communion. Maybe the Lord has led you to take it once a week or just when you're with a group, but just follow the Holy Spirit. In this particular chapter, entitled The Meal That Heals, he speaks about communion and the event of Passover. And he said the meal that heals begins with an event called Passover. The time had arrived for the Hebrew nation to depart from Egypt, and they needed strength for the journey. They were going to repossess the promised land. How true that is in our lives. In many different ways, we are in a place of repossessing the promises of God, our promised land, what He has said to us prophetically, what He has said to us in His Word, what His purpose is for our life. It's time for us to step into a new place, to come up here, to come up higher. It's time. The time is now to repossess the promises of God, the purposes of God, the prophetic words of God. So both young and old were going to be a part of this journey, from the smallest baby to the elderly. They were all on this exodus together. The journey back to the promised land, as I've said, was to take place through rugged terrain. It was through the wilderness. And unless each person was in excellent health, the trip would be difficult and for some, impossible. So the night prior to the journey, God introduced to them the meal that healed. So every household was to slay a young lamb and then take the blood of the lamb and put it over the portal of their entryway, the portal of the door. The lamb and the blood applied on the doorpost brought protection from death. And eating the lamb's body brought a supernatural healing that they were needing for this journey. So the next morning, the entire nation, think of it, from babies to the elderly, the entire nation of Israel came out of Egypt, restored, renewed, healed, and saved, and ready to embark on a fabulous journey. You know, we are on a journey. And God is saying to us, I want you to consider the meal of communion, the bread, the wine, and partake of it with intentionality and purpose, knowing that I'm in that, wanting to renew and restore every cell in your body, every organ. I want to restore you as a person. Any place of hurt or emotional damage, any place where negativity has crept into your thinking, He's saying, no, we're through with that. We're going on a journey that is to repossess and take hold of everything I've spoken over your life, every prophetic word, every promise in the Word. It's time to come up here and activate those words in your life. So, as we set out on this journey together, let's partake of communion, the bread and the wine. Be renewed, restored, reinvigorated, and made able to move forward in this fabulous journey. We're on our way together. God bless you.